My name is Lakes,
My name is Ronald.
and this is DigiPen's Project Fun Preview Day League of Legends tournament.
And it's brought to you by DigiPen Shoutcasting Club.
Brought to you by DigiPen Shoutcasting Club. At DigiPen, we have, for this match, the undying feud between blue team and red team. These are both victors from the last two matches. On blue side, we have Smex gon' give it to you. Smex gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. Smex gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. Supreme Kai, Jay Hani, Rushk to Brawl Guy. And on red,
We got, I can't pronounce his name again. Crux, I guess. Pyroclasm, Kimchi, Glue, Simish 10?
16.
16, my bad. MG Taunter as well.
In my experience, if you ever come across a League of Legends player who has a name you can't pronounce, just give it a really, really exaggerated French accent. And it makes it sound pretty good. So just call him Kareaux.
Kareaux. I sound like I'm from Korea, but I'm not.
It was good, though. See, that could work, too. You could replace the French accent with the Korean accent. Kareaux. I won't even try. 6 bands in, Jin, Zyra, and Camille taken away by blue side. We saw Kimchi Glue kill it on the Camille in our first match of the day. So I am not surprised by this ban, not one little bit. Surprising thing is, though, that I believe that our blue team here was actually playing during that match. So where they got their information from, I don't know. There's a rat somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Red team have banned Sona, Janna, and Rammus. So we saw blue side actually kill it with the Rammus in matches today as well. So in our last match. So this is, they must have had some way to review in between these two matches. More ability than we did. And 3 picks in thus far. Who are we seeing, Ronald?
I don't know their names still.
You can give them whatever name
Okay.
you'd like.
All right.
I would call that one Dude with Angry Face and Golden Mask. And we'll keep that for the rest of the game.
Gold with golden mask.
Dude with an angry face and golden mask.
I will never remember it, but okay.
I'll keep it. So it's going to be especially difficult in team fights.
Yes.
But I will keep it. I'll keep it going. I'll be sure to remind us.
All right, we got Mr. Khan, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, is that the
Pyro.
second guy on the right side?
I believe so. He
Genghis
looks
Khan confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Genghis Khan confirmed.
All right.
And Karma, the top character is Karma. We're not going to give her a silly name because
All right.
she's my favorite character.
Okay, I will back off.
Karma,
from
she's
corner.
amazing.
Wonder what Supreme Kai's going for. Oh, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn, there you go.
Old characters, my friends.
Old characters. These players are not oriented by roles, so we will not be seeing the standard swaps. At least I don't expect. It was not confirmed in the lobby that they were in fact oriented by role. So it's gonna be similar to last game where they're gonna be a little bit jumbled. A few more picks in. Nami, yes, 2 of my 3 favorite characters in this game. Can we see a Bard? Chat. Type ! Bard if you want to see a Bard in this game, so Lakes can fulfill the prophecy.
I don't think that will ever happen. Sorry.
I think so. I will get the chat to.
I don't think the chat can even influence that.
It's more about. It's on principle. Okay.
Maybe they read your mind, and then that happens.
The butterfly effect.
Yes. I think that Kimchi chose a character who looks so much like Haunter from Pokemon.
Haunter from Pokemon confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Confirmed. We've got Genghis Khan and Haunter from Pokemon on red side.
Mr. Mundo is here too.
Mr. Mundo.
Dr. Mundo, my bad.
No teleport taken quite yet, but we can expect that Samish 16 is going to be the top lane. Do you not take teleport with Mundo anymore?
I think so.
I think we'll find out. Brawl guy, it's happening. It's happening, boys and girls. Everyone, give me your energy. Make Brawl guy take this Bard. Do it. Do it, bro.
It's not locked in yet.
He better lock it in, or else I am going to be so upset. He needs to lock it in and then swap those. No!
The
you
best.
dirty dog. One more chance. MG Taunter. Throw down the Bard for me, dog. Nope. No Bard.
Nope.
Chat, you have failed me. Kappa's in the sky.
Very serious Kappas.
Serious Kappas in the sky today.
All right. So I don't know if they're coming in with a strategy again. I mean, I'm going to keep repeating this because most teams might not have one and some teams might have one because they know each other very well, I believe.
You mean variation in order to confuse your enemy?
Maybe.
I like that. Now, as is customary, today we're going to go through each individual character selection and give you guys just a run through of their attributes. I don't want to say statistics, just their attributes. What is it that a team is afforded by having them in the roster? Blue team, Jarvan, Engage. Big engager. He's got a really long combo that can get him from one end of a lane to the other very quickly. What he does is he has one movement spell, one dash spell, you could say, which can actually take him through walls, and he also has a targeted leap. So what he'll do is he'll use his dash combo and then his leap, which is his ultimate. Excuse me. And that will cover great distances. He can also isolate enemies. So great engager. We like Jarvan. Caitlyn, you saw her last game. She's going to be a poker. You know Caitlyn. That long-range auto attack is great with those really long sieges. You walk up to a turret and you're dancing with the enemy team. Things are going back and forth, poking a little bit. That whole time, Caitlyn is whittling down the turret, but it's not going to get dropped very quickly. Nami, she's a support, large heals, great CC, and disengage. She's a great laner, and she's a great disengager. She sends out a tidal wave, which knocks everyone up in its path and has a really long range and a huge area of effect. Vel'Koz. You saw Vel'Koz from last night.
Yes.
Vel'Koz is a counter engager. So right now we have an interesting mix of engage and disengage on blue side. And then we also have a Mumu to close things out, who's definitely an engager. He's very similar to Jarvan in the sense that he has a long travel distance, except for he has a ton of CC that he applies into a large area around him when he gets... You remember Mumu, you know.
Mumu?
Yeah, you must remember a Mumu.
Yes.
His ultimate where he mummifies everybody.
That and also the tears.
And the tears too. Yeah, the tears are still around. Mumu
Yes.
hasn't seen many changes. I expect he's in for a change soon. You know they just reworked Warwick.
Really?
They just reworked Warwick like the other day.
I think I saw that.
He's got a pretty cool new model. I'm surprised we're not seeing him today. I actually would have been really excited to see the new Warwick. And Ivern. I hope we see Ivern at some point, ladies and gentlemen. The prophecy may still yet be fulfilled of the Nami, Braum, and Karma game. It's up to you, chat, to make this happen. I'm putting this on your shoulders. Do not let me down.
I don't know if it will ever happen, sadly enough.
One can hope.
One can always hope.
Red team, Karma. She is all around. She's very similar to Orianna in a sense that she's an enhancer. Whatever aspects you have in your team, whatever characteristics your team has, she will enhance those. She has speed boosts, she has shields, she has self-heals, and she has a bit of CC, although it is difficult to land. Genghis Khan. Heavy damage. No true engage, no real CC, only a little bit of disengage. And he's really just a carry. I mean, this guy, he's the hardest carry in the entire game.
Before you go further, what's his actual name, please?
Genghis Khan.
No, it's his real name, please.
I'm pretty sure he's Genghis Khan. Dude.
No, it's not.
It was confirmed during Champion Select.
No, it's not.
It is Draco Malfoy.
There. No. You got to be serious with me right now. No, wait, you know what? I'll leave it to the loading screen. The loading screen will tell me.
Oh, the loading screen will tell you. Okay.
Yes.
And then we have Haunter from Pokemon, who is an engager. Haunter is burst damage and engage, but no CC. No CC on.
And then the final two is...
And then the final two we'll review once we get in. Actually, there are more important things to cover once we get in this loading screen, and that's who has the schmexiest skin in this game.
All right.
So, Ronald, you first. You tell me what you think looks the best, and then I'll tell you whether or not it was the most expensive.
The blankest screen.
The blank one. Sweet. Great choice.
Yes. All right. So, we're still not connected. Coming in with a connection soon.
Here we go. Ooh, I like some of these skins.
Look at that. That Draven is a mini-me. That is a unique skin.
Which one? The Draven skin?
Yeah, the Draven.
Look at he's Draven. That's the skin.
Really?
He's himself. It's amazing.
That's so weird. It's like a mini-me of himself.
It's amazing. So there's a few new things in this screen that I'm noticing. So the Draven skin, I haven't seen it in game. There is a new loading screen splash art for regifted Amumu. And there's a new splash art for Toxic Dr. Mundo. I actually don't like it very much. It makes him look too much like the Hulk. He doesn't look like Dr. Mundo anymore.
Definitely.
But Koi Nami is a very good Nami skin, but not my favorite Nami skin. There's no skin on Karma, and those are the two characters that I'm looking at. But Dark Forge Jarvan, there's a special place in my heart for Dark Forge Jarvan. That is the skin that has such a great color palette. The skin itself isn't necessarily spectacular. You'll see when we get into the game. The model isn't spectacular. Some of his other skins, they give him broader shoulders, a little bit more of a kind of like fantasy warrior look and feel. But the color palette on Dark Forge Jarvan is something I really, really like. So I'm going to go ahead and give my skin championship medal to Smex. Gonna give it to you.
For me, it's a really tough choice right now. It's either between Caitlyn and, of course, Jarvan himself again.
Jarvan.
Yeah, because I like Jarvan because it's kind of like a Skyrim-esque kind of feel to it. And then you got Caitlyn, who's pretty much like in a sheriff. I like the Wild Wild West themes, so it's kind of like, it's hard to choose.
Check out this color palette on the Draven skin, and you decide. So there's Caitlyn. So you can see what they look like in-game. That has a big tail. And then there's Draven. The color palette with the small orange highlights. Like that's orange. That's not like sun orange. That's orange.
Draven looks very funny.
Draven is hilarious.
His big head, though. That's pretty big.
So funny. That is so funny. I had not seen his skin in game up until now. This is amazing.
You know what?
I can't give him the skin championship medal though. We are going to see a level 1 engage. There isn't really enough CC available on either of these two teams to merit a full rush of the enemy team. It's just too dangerous. You're going to take too much damage on your way in. But they can poke a little bit and then go back and get their health back if they really need to. So I'm going to be hesitant on whether or not I'm going to give Draven my skin championship medal. And the reason I say that is because he picked Draven. And if you pick Draven and you don't play well, yet you still got the skin medal, I'm going to feel bad about myself. I'm going to feel as though I made a mistake. So Pyroclasm, there's always a medal waiting for a Draven player who can play well and who can really give us a good show.
I feel like Draven reminds me of Shrek with the big head, Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, that big
Confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Farquaad.
No. I'm sorry. Genghis Khan was the first thing, but Lord Farquaad, no.
I like Lord Farquaad better.
Oh, here we go.
Lord Farquaad Draven. Blue start for the Kazakhs, who's going to be the jungler on blue side. We're going to see a noodle fight up top. Smex gonna give it to you. And Samish 16. They're both getting low. Ignite popped by Smex. Samish kind of just sitting around, forces the Ignite out, but holds on to... No, uses his flash. So that's a flash for an Ignite. I'm going to go ahead and say advantage Smex. Because Smex has more mobility. Even without his flash, and with his flash, he's just in a really great position to get off extra damage, the extra damage that his Ignite would have provided under other circumstances.
At the same time, I can tell Smex is kind of like putting Dr. Mundo on threshold right now. It's
it's because we gave him that walk-up song. Skirmish mid lane. It's going to be a mid-karma, which I like, versus Vel'Koz. Things getting exciting. Topside. Samish is going to bleed to death. He does. Trades topside. Smex and Samish, 1-for-1, but Samish gets the first blood.
Very interesting start to the game so far.
And important for Dr. Mundo.
Yes.
To get that bit of an advantage.
And we're just seeing that mid and bot is just busily just staying in the same lane.
Confirmed Smex hates this game.
Ooh, that's a really harsh thing to say.
Rage quitter confirmed?
No.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right.
There's so many confirmations today, you guys. This is a big day for me.
I don't know who's the one confirming everything, but I'm not one of them.
Ooh, jungler v jungler. Flash forced from Brawl guy. Flash is actually very important on Amumu. He has great engage, but it's difficult to hit, and if he doesn't hit it, he needs the flash to make an engage. There's no way that any team is ever going to let Amumu just rush up on him. Ever. Especially not a team with a Karma on it. So that flash being down for Amumu, in my opinion, is one of the worst things that could happen for him immediately.
Is Mumu just sitting behind, right?
Amumu, he's going back now.
Oh, okay.
He's going back.
Yes.
Kimchi taking over the jungling role this match. He was the top laner in our first game playing Camille. He's going to let Samish take it over this time.
I think they're trying to let Kimchi kind of allow his other teammates to kind of an opportunity to learn the lanes, I guess, probably.
Potentially that, or they're doing that strategy, the diverse strategy that you mentioned, where they're trying to throw off the enemy team by, if blue team under these circumstances had taken any sort of preparations based on the performance of red team in the first game, then they would have been thrown off, considering that there was some role swaps. Now, some tournaments actually wouldn't allow that, unless it was actually clearly stated, before the match started. But here our rules aren't quite that strict.
I think Dr. Muto is kind of like he really wants that. Oh,
here's a gank, but Smex, there's that combo that I mentioned to you, that mobility combo from Jarvan. He throws down his standard, the Demacian standard, and then pulls himself towards it. So he would do that and then use his ultimate to leap onto an enemy, and that's a full range combo. It's a big one.
yes.
But Samish going to be a real bully in lane, especially with that first blood gold. You know Mundo. You know Mundo just as well as I do. That dude is nigh unkillable.
Yes. Especially when he's angry. But it looks like Mundo's been able to push down the blue side on top towers, it looks like.
He is going to be bullying here, but that opens up an opportunity for Amumu to come in. But Amumu doesn't have the burst damage to deal with the Dr. Mundo, especially post 6. So right now, Smex is just in a bad way. He's going to need help from someone else on his team in his lane, but who's going to give it to him? Nami? Vel'Koz? Was Vel'Koz going to trudge his way up there and try to assist Smex and gank Mundo? Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. Smex is in a very difficult position here. But they need to send 3 or 4 members up in the top lane to take out this Mundo, especially post 6.
Yeah, it's coming in for a close 6 for sure. Now, at the same time, I feel like Mundo's just taking advantage with his throwing knives, just or cleavers, I mean, at the minions creep, and it's kind of like he's actually getting farmed. Really,
that's how it works. You go, just spam Q.
Trevin just.
What great gameplay! So engaging.
Especially with that big head from Trevin.
Yeah. God, the signifiers for Dr. Mundo's skill level.
Oh. Mundo is now 6 now. Oh, gosh.
Mundo's hit the level 6. Doesn't pop the ultimate yet. He's waiting for someone to aggress. But there is an ignite available to Smex, and that's going to be very important for that bleed. Ooh, the ultimate popped. That was interesting. Flash force right away. I don't think Kareaux needed to flash. I think he could have gotten away, but it would have been close. A safe flash. Not a bad ultimate. I'd say a fair trade. An advantageous trade, in fact, for Rusk. Safe laning here. Draven is going to have a fairly easy time farming. Pyroclasm playing well so far, to at least not die in lane. I think we all have horror stories of playing with Dravens.
I haven't. I think by the time I took a break from LOL, I think that's when he came out.
He is easily the most egotistical character in League of Legends, and it translates into the players behind him sometimes. I mean, we've all had bad and good experiences with Draven.
Yes. Oh,
not you.
Yeah, not me. But I'm agreeing with that.
Most people have had good and very, very good and very, very bad experiences with Draven. We'll have to see what his stacks are in a minute here. Looks like there might be an engaged. Supreme Kai going to take a lot of the damage from Pyroclasm. Is there level 6s here? No. Pyroclasm exhausted. So is Supreme Kai. Will they have the damage? Literally just hitting the S key and right-clicking on Caitlyn. It ends up working out, but here comes Amumu. Pyroclasm low. The one auto attack from Nami seals the deal. To Brawl Guy, no space for a hook. That's a 1-for-1 trade. ADC for ADC.
Seems like bot lane's going to be left empty by the red team, it looks like.
Only supports left.
No, he's decided to stay. Wow.
They were just trying to keep him from going back.
Yeah.
They forced a spell out of him. They wanted to keep him from going back as long as possible, just so they could shove the minions in a little bit harder.
Looks like mid's still stuck in a stalemate as well. This one's the strongest stalemate, I believe.
This one, well, it's an interesting stalemate. Neither of these two characters really have the direct damage to kill one another unless they get a bunch of poke damage off first. They have the ability to hit the enemies very easily, and they both have nice long-range poke spells, but they have to hit a bunch of poke first in order to actually get a kill. So I think this mid lane is going to rely heavily on ganks.
Yes.
You can see the damage dropping from both sides, but it's not going to be anything that either of them can really follow up on. Here comes Mundo, sliding mid, finds a Mumu. Mumu gets the hook. Is there any follow-up here? There is. Jarvan with a nice knock-up. Samish gets ignited. A couple auto attacks. He's down.
I think that's really beneficial for Blue now, since they've taken down Dr. Mundo.
Yes. That was a big target for them. They had dropped Draven. They got their Caitlyn a little bit of gold. Draven got a little bit of gold too, but that's okay. An even trade at the very least in the bottom is something you can live with. In the top side, Mundo getting that first blood was something you had to account for, and they just did. Mm-hmm. Or rather, I should say Mundo accounted for it because he's the one who got caught out. Now they're going to be getting a water drake, I think. I mean, it's blue. One can assume that it's a water drake. Chat. I need confirmation on this. Actually, maybe I can move my mouse over it. Ocean drake. Mang.
Yeah.
Ocean drake. That means they're getting passive health and mana regeneration.
But it seems like red is still being pushy to blue. I think the red from top and bottom is all pushy at this point in time. They
are playing very aggressively. Well, maybe not aggressively in the sense that they're looking for fights, but they are shoving in lanes. They are shoving minion waves towards the enemy towers, and that's something that Draven really excels at. He wants to be in an aggressive position where he can determine where his next move is going to be. He's always got to be one step ahead. Here comes, what's it called? What's the Pokemon's name called?
Haunter.
Here comes Haunter, a nice gank mid lane. Rusk, about the easiest character you could be playing for a Kha'Zix to gank. No mobility, very little and slow peel. Something you can really do when Karma runs up in your face and a Kha'Zix jumps on top of you.
Yes.
It's unfortunate because he actually died under his tower as well. One of those embarrassing deaths.
I wouldn't say that much. I mean, he tried, at least, to get away.
Look at the damage. Brawl guy. 100-0. Kimchi Glue getting taken down. The Nami ult actually finishes him off. Pops the Zillion ult to Brawl guy coming in with a good bit of damage. He goes down again. Kareaux looking for some kills. Supreme Kai paying it forward. Jay Hani needs to save him. They turn things around. Supreme Kai, he's ignited. Taken low. Force the flash. Stays alive.
Seems like that was a mini team fight, and we just lost one person off of red, it seems like.
A mini team fight that only results in one kill in favor of blue team. Brings them right back into the game. 16,000 to 16,000, 11 minutes in very close games so far.
Very interesting. Not only that, top has been just like, I mean, since of the past rounds, top has been always isolated from these team fights. It's pretty weird and interesting at the same time.
It's not abnormal in League of Legends today. Now, I say today, and most people would think of like, well, dude, it's been like that for like years. But keep in mind that Ronald, I haven't played in a while. Ronald hasn't played in even longer. And he doesn't remember a day when top lane was the island that it is now. But it's been like this for quite some time, where top lane is very much so an island. An attempted gank from Kimchi, no success. It's difficult to gank a Jarvan.
Especially under the tower, I think.
Especially under the tower, because his ultimate is very dangerous on a tower dive. Very dangerous, unless the Kha'Zix get a reset. So it'll take some really confident Kha'Zix play. Skirmish bottom, some Cream Pie getting the slows off on Pyroclasm. Thank goodness he had the flash. He was about to get bubbled.
And now Mundo's kind of looking for the a blade throw. Oh, wait.
A nice shot from Kareaux. Or should I say Kareaux?
Oh.
Rush, he's left alone. Gets himself a kill. Can he pick up another? No.
Sadly not.
Almost. He's needed one more second for that cooldown to come back up. Supreme Kai might fall here. We need one more heal in the last second. Survives somehow. Yeah. Does get the heal off. Very nice.
Pretty interesting fight there. I mean, kind of didn't have a lot of the team aspect there, but at least Rooks came in and just took a little nib off of the kills.
Yeah, they were right in that sweet spot for a Vel'Koz ultimate. It's just like a Misfortune ultimate where there is a specific distance that a character is away, that an enemy is away from you, and a direction that they are moving in order for you to get the absolute maximum amount of damage out of your ultimate that you possibly could under those circumstances. And for both Misfortune and Vel'Koz, since they are static while they're casting those ultimates, it's right in the center of the area of effect, where if the enemy is running towards you and they are in the center of that area of effect, and you start casting the ultimate, you are going to get a good chunk of the damage off before they can get outside of the area of effect. And they were really in the perfect scenario right there. He was able to just kind of sit there and hold it on them for a really long time. They got indecisive. They did a couple stutter steps, and that gave him just, that half a second extra of channeling time on the ultimate is what ended up getting him that kill. So a nice trade for his part, and good call on his part not to cancel it either. Ult forced out by Nami. A disengage, maybe a little bit premature. It looked like Pyroclasm was actually already backing off.
Looked like Kimchi's looking for a gank, I think. No? Oh, no, he's just dewarding.
Kha'Zix is always looking for a gank. Uh-oh, noodle fight, topside. Samish pops the ult. Smex getting low. Does he have the damage here? Not quite. The ignite isn't going to take it either. That was a very questionable decision by Smex. I mean, do you really want to trap a Dr. Mundo in your ultimate? He has that AoE field. He gets bonus auto damage. You need to poke him out, get him low, and force him to use his ultimate to sustain, not to bully. And that was a questionable decision. Supreme Kai and Jay Hani doing a great job of staying alive. I can see Pyroclasm getting a nice ult off here and finding himself a kill, but he might need a little bit better circumstances. Samish going to take down the top turret. This is going to be the first of the game. 21 to 22,000 gold, 6 to 7 kills, 1 turret to 0 in favor of red.
And that seems to be the first tower. It's crazy. It's been 15 minutes and the first tower is finally down.
Finally down, but this has been a very action-packed game. It's not with lack of action.
Seems like Drax is going for mid. Draxon, Dragon, I forgot. I can't remember the names anymore.
Genghis Khan.
Okay, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
I'll live with it.
No. What's the guy's name from that show that you were talking about?
It's not a show.
What was it?
It's
Oh, Shrek. Yeah, movie. Lord Farquaad.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
I don't know how perfect that is.
Perfect.
All right. So I think that mid is still. Oh wow,
Look at the damage from Kareaux. That mid lane karma. This is why I love her, boys. This is why I love her. She's a beast.
Not only that, I mean, both your favorites are on opposite teams, so it makes it hard to root for both
True,
teams.
but I'm a support player, so my true favorite karma is support karma, but I really respect the fact that she can be a dope mid laner too. Here comes an engage to Brawl Guy, forced out of his ultimate just to try and disengage. We saw Jarvan pop his as well, just to see if he could isolate somebody. Didn't get the CC off to Brawl Guy. Now going to be isolated. Nice ult. Really nice ult and a great lead from Kareaux. Making me proud with the karma play.
And Kareaux is also on a killing spree, so that's an interesting bit there.
Feed the karma, boys. Great ult from Rushk. That's find an unsuspecting Dr. Mundo. Take opportunity of that. Oh, but Rushk now.
Oh.
Forced to flash away. Really got to concede those turrets under these circumstances, especially when you're playing Vel'Koz and there's a Fed Karma and a Kha'Zix on the enemy team.
At the same time, I think earlier they were leaving Dr. Mundo behind because they wanted to aim for tower rather than just the kills for now.
Yes, true. Here comes another potential engage. Pyroclasm getting low. He falls. No ult pop, though.
Ugh.
Taunter using it on himself.
Seems like the teams are still trying to go for bot. Blue is trying to go for bot.
Look at the damage from Caitlyn as well. Give us a throw down tab and press X for me. There we go. Let's look at this gold differential in players here. We did just see Draven go down. He's sitting at just over 5k gold, whereas Caitlyn almost 7k. So she's got a 2k advantage, which is nice and big. To Brawl Guy finds an engage on Kimchi. He's forced to use his dash to get away. Jay Hani low. Supreme Kai flashed away as well. That's 2 flashes down for blue team in a 4v3 situation. The ultimate from Nami used early that might find him the ability to disengage, but they're not moving. Oh, the snipes. Not quite. Rampage for Kareaux. Pops the ult. They were so low, they should have backed off right away. I'm not sure what they're doing. Sticking around, waiting for Mundo to dive underneath. He gets speed boost from Karma. He gets health back. He can dive these turrets. There's no reason to have stuck around any longer than 3 seconds here. And Rushk is going to be the one to pay the price. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. He just walks in trying to clean up for his team, and he gets jumped on. This reminds me of Overwatch. Playing Ana, all of a sudden everybody's dead, and I'm like, what do I do now? The entire team's just rushing me.
Well, I mean, that's the only strategy they got left anyways.
Yeah, things are sliding in Red's favor very quickly here, and it's not because of the Draven. I have to point that out. We're not seeing a Draven carry here, ladies and gentlemen. As much as we want to, it's not happening quite yet. Pyroclasm, step it up, bro.
Are you thinking he's supporting right now?
Say again?
Are you thinking that he's supporting right now?
No.
Looks like they took down the dragon for, I believe, the red dragon.
That was the, let's check it out. That was the wind drake, the cloud drake.
Yes.
So that one gives them movement speed, if I'm not mistaken.
And it looks like they're trying to move on to the tops lane, I'm believing. And it seems like Supreme Kai is just farming in the jungle currently. Red team's going for another buff.
Mini Baron, dude. This weird thing with an eyeball on top of his head. I don't even know how to describe it.
I didn't even realize that.
Pretty ugly. I know it's brand new to like last season.
Ugh.
I saw them putting that in. I was like, you disgrace the Baron Pit with your presence?
And not only
Baron
that,
Pit is a sacred place. You can't just go in there and hang out willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, not only that, it disappeared into the space and
it
void.
disappeared into the space and void. Like Baron probably didn't even know it was there. If Baron knew that somebody was hanging out in his residence while he was away, he would be really upset. I guarantee you.
Here comes the
Here
fight
comes
again.
a gank. Exhaust right away. Kimchi, super low, but Tantra gets the ult off. Thank goodness. He's trying to run away, gets knocked up. He's taking more damage. Kimchi might go down. Supreme Kai going to be the one to fall. Somehow Kimchi stays alive. The sustain is real. Smex going to give it to you. Aggressing. This is going to be a big team fight. Catches Pyroclasm. He's going to do his best, but not quite. Draven falls once again, and blue team actually come out on top in this fight.
That's pretty interesting, considering that they have lost like multiple team fights.
It was a 1-for-1 trade, but blue team are the ones who are able to run in and get the objective out of it. A small objective is that, just a blue buff, but a steal nonetheless. I mean, it is going to give them at least open the window a little bit more.
Yes.
No dragon available, though. That's very unfortunate. They were very decisive.
But at the same time, I feel like it's like they were trying to look for that opportune moment, and I think that they found it, but then they still need to find more of these kind of moments now. Especially with their towers down for all three lanes. Oh, except for, of course, the second tower for mid lane, it looks like. Crooks.
We have all outer turrets down and then an inner turret down for top lane.
Yes.
Now, don't forget about the line of scrimmage that I mentioned. You can look on both teams. The outer turrets that they control draw their line of scrimmage. Anything past that is unsafe zone. Kimchi Glow, the damage is real. Forcing the flash right away. It looks like Brawl guy wanted to just keep himself safe, at least alive. But once again, like I mentioned earlier in the round, the flash is very big for Mumu. It's very important. Rush might be caught. Pops the ultimate just to see if he can get anything. He stays alive. Jay Hani does everything he can. Nice damage. Draven almost finding a kill. Samish, this should be 2 easy kills for him. Continue the dive. He doesn't. He stuttered right there. He completely hesitated, and that caused him to miss the hook. He could have continued that engage. There was no CC readily available on the enemy team that could have killed him at that point.
But I feel like they were just more gearing towards the tower because I think their team, red team, wants to concentrate more on the tower rather than the fight still.
True, and that's likely the better idea of the two. It's just the commentator's curse. I want to see action. I want to see big plays. I want to see a Draven carry. Pyroclasm.
Oof, Haunter took down Caitlyn right off the bat.
Damn, Kimchi.
And Draven, still stuck in the lane, just defending.
Lord Farquaad.
They're trying to defend their mid section.
Here comes the engage. Kimpley jumped on Rusk. Rusk, being the front liner there, is mistake. To Brawl guy, not building tank enough. He doesn't feel as though he's a tank, but he's playing a tank character. Might not be able to make his way out of here. Kimchi Go finds the kill. Now Jay Hani's in trouble. That's resets for days. Samish can make the dive, no problem. 4 down for blue team. And in my opinion, that is a huge deciding team fight for this match. They're going to be able to take inner mid turret, inhibitor turret most likely, and perhaps even an inhibitor. They have 20 seconds on Amumu and Nami.
Seems like they're going to go down into the third tower.
Looks like they're going to dive. Kimchi finds 1. Will he find 2? The resets are real. Is he going to go down? He does. Shut down. The
Wow.
Zillion ult wears off, but He buys his team some more time. Can they snowball this into a victory? A 23-minute victory here would be really, really nice. You know why, Ronald?
Why?
Because I have to pee really bad.
Best excuse in the world. But you gotta hold it in, my friends.
Come on.
You gotta hold it in.
Pyroclasm, give me the Draven carry that I've been waiting for my entire full bladder career.
But Draven is focusing on bot, and I think he's trying to push in for his Tower 2 on bot.
He's farming. He's doing that Draven thing where the team goes in chat and they say, dude, Draven, what are you doing? And then Draven just comes in and he's like, I'm Draven. That's all he has to say.
Does he sound exactly like that?
Yes. Actually, he does. He really does. I've always done a very good Draven impression.
I'm Draven.
Draven.
All right, so yes, red team is still pushing for bot. It seems like blue wants to defend, but it's just only 2 people on bot.
This is a 2v3 scenario with more incoming. We see Jarvan and Amumu hanging around Baron Pit. They're just checking it to make sure that that Mundo isn't taking it by himself. Chances of that are slim. I don't think red team is far enough ahead. They're 9K. They really are far enough ahead now to try and force a Baron fight. Looks like Kareaux gonna make the engage. Supreme Kai very low. Does he have an ulted Q? He doesn't, but he gets the ignite off. Supreme Kai low gets ignited to take down. Pyroclasm now caught to Brawl Guy. Might be able to take him down. Force the flash and the heal still goes down. Kareaux now caught. Blue team gonna turn this one around. Taunter with the ult. Will he find an opportunity to res? Doesn't look like that's the case. Kimchi Glow gets himself out alive. To Brawl Guy, if the ult was available right there, that would have been nice. The ult is available. They might be able to turn things around. To Brawl Guy needs to get himself into a position to use it. If he hits a 4-man ult here, blue team can bring this back. We need more heals from Nami, though. Roosh, super low, taken down. Where's the body block, Jayhani? Where's the body block?
Ooh.
Clean up for Kha'Zix? No, he gets knocked up, gets taken low. To Brawl Guy might fall here, though. Sacrifices his life for Jayhani. That's what I like to see. Always give your life for your support, ladies and gentlemen. They've done it for you a million times. Do it for them once or twice.
Not only that, Dr. Mundo is on a rampage.
Dr. Mundo now on a rampage. Not too much to be said. I mean, Dr. Mundo is kind of the rampage-oriented guy. I mean, it's in his lore, right?
Yeah.
It definitely fits his character. And he just doesn't die. That's the thing. He just doesn't die. So he's gotten 7 kills, but 7 kills over the course of, 20 minutes. His 3 deaths were all very early. Both Nexus turrets taken down. This might be the beginning of the game. This one actually kind of snuck up on me. Red team have been pushing so consistently,
and I mean,
really just overpowering blue.
Yeah, and blue didn't decide to defend more, but they went for the defense against the bot lane rather than defending their own mid lane.
Red team is running wild right now. They're even going to get the dragon. Draven taking the no mercy Drake.
Again, Draven just being Draven.
Just being Draven. Draven. Look at this. The combo coming in. Kimchi taking low. The disengage. Kimchi goes down, but he's getting res. We need to see Mundo in the front. There we go. The ult coming in. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3. 1 for blue, 2 for red. Jayhani low. She's going to flash away. Samish takes her down, stays alive.
Double kill.
Double kill.
That is a strong double kill from Mundo. And Draven again, just walking in like Draven.
Draven finally shows up. There you are. There you are, Draven. All right, Pyroclasm, save this game. Don't go back, bro.
Why, Draven? Why?
Win the game. Right now, we're in a 4v2 situation. Why is red team not pushing the Nexus? Who on blue team can they not take? I don't understand.
You don't need to ask them that question. They just decide on the spur of the moment.
I'm upset. That was a win the game right now opportunity.
It's all right.
2v4 with the Nexus exposed. Vel'Koz and Caitlyn. No heals available. No real true CC that can stop a Mundo. No ultimates available. I am really surprised that they went back right there. That was... Oh, boy.
What's even surprising is that most of the members... Or no, 2 of the members from Team Red hasn't had a single death, which is really surprising.
Karma, respect. Respect, Kareaux. Respect. And Zillion, respect. We got the support role, no kills, and we got the Karma, no kills. That's what I like to see.
Draven being Draven again, just farming as usual. Oh my god. He's just killing.
Oh, that's Draven. Let's check his stats. His stacks, rather. He's got 12 stacks right now of Adoration. I don't know exactly how it works, unfortunately.
Yes.
Blue team doing everything they can to defend. I mean, this is when red needs to be in their face. There we go. Kimchi jumps in with a quick kill. That's game right there. I mean, one player down for blue with super minions encroaching the base. Nexus exposed. This should be game here.
Blue's trying to defend as strong as they
Last ditch effort. Kimchi jumping in. The ultimate from Nami coming in to brawl guy. He does have an ult. Kimchi might go down. Is the ultimate from Zillion going to save him? Doesn't even need it. Gets the heals. Last few auto attacks.
And
GG.
that was a good game.
That was, well,
Maybe.
it was fun to watch.
It was.
There was one moment, when I started to tilt that game, when Red Team didn't win it. They should have won at 23 minutes. They ended up dragging it out an extra 6 minutes. I feel like they were doing it on purpose because I said I had to pee.
No, they didn't hear you.
They must have been doing it on purpose.
They didn't hear you. They were 3 minutes ahead of us.
I'm upset.
It's all right. It's all right.
They heard, they were like, oh, so Cole has to pee? All right, so let's not take it now. We could probably win. Let's go back. B.
All right. Anyways, victory goes to Team
Red.
And so we're going to go on a little short break because Cole really needs to use the bathroom. And so, yeah, see you guys in about a few minutes.
I love you.